are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington Commanders. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
On the set.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
On first down, Lawrence. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. So this, the 90th season of Washington football. Of course, here, the first season and first ever regular season game for the Washington Commanders. That name unveiled in a grand reveal back on February 2nd. The franchise opting to keep the burgundy and gold color scheme, adding the striking W. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. James Robinson, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. first carry here for Robinson. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. So a new man under center here, Charles. It's the ultra-rare quarterback trade, and he delivers a strike there.
And you just don't see this happen very often. Changing of teams, turning the season at the quarterback position, but they expect impact from him, and they should get it.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Slide for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for first. No gain as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 60 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Tannehill. He gets it to Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. That one is slant to McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Right where the set of down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Here's Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Tannehill's throw here complete to Dotson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
First down catch there by Jahan Dotson. You get the sense watching him that his ascent is only just beginning. More catches, yards, and touchdowns every year at Penn State, and played his way into the first round. A tremendous athlete. He also runs routes with great intelligence.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Lawrence to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Tannehill. And he finds McLaurin. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. now with his third touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Commanders are able to add on to their first half lead. An extra point by Sly is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back.
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Eluding the tackle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. They go play action with Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Finding ETN here. Catching it on the out route. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And it'll be intercepted. picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week one, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
No, take it to the house.
Bring it back.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 119 yards rushing for him now here in week one. A very solid start to this new campaign. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Again, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
You see this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Robinson up the middle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They find some open field here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
They run the jet sweep. Dotson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it.
Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second down, a run with Etienne. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Yeah, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And it looks like we've got a down set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they get it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching. Robinson with another carry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On the give, here's Robinson. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Robinson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Out left to Dotson. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call it a loss of a yard there. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Back to throw, Tannehill. Touchdown! Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. They get back out into the line of scrimmage.
That's not another man who just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And this one is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Handoff now to Robinson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline. Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. And they will take a knee here. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And they take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling